And hello, 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 ladies, gentlemen, non-binary friends. Welcome back to another video on Hades. Today, we are going to try and do 32 heat with a spear, not in the sense-making way, but using the speedrunning strats, which is going to entail us taking fiery presence, 75% additional damage to undamaged foes, and high confidence here, plus 25% bonus damage when our health is at 80% or above. Ordinarily, this is just going to be worse than getting the 50 extra health, especially when we're doing high heat. But again, not the sense-making way. We're doing it the Looney Tunes way, the speedrunning way, which entails taking Achilles Spear, which gets us post-rush bonus damage after using the special of 150% for the next 4 attacks or casts. We take that. We take the conch shell to get the Poseidon dash. And then what we want to do is hope that we get a Flurry Jab from the hammer. When you're speedrunning the spear, if you don't get Flurry Jab and Tartarus, you basically restart. Like, you can go for serrated point too. If you're trying to do like sub 10, sub 9 times, that's going to work just fine. But a Flurry Jab is just a much better hammer. As you can see, you attack, I think it's 3 times as fast with Flurry Jab. And you don't have the penalty to the dash that you would naturally have with a serrated point. And so it is ultimately going to be faster, pretty much in any situation. And when you really want to knock your times down, it's what you go for. Now, we did not get a Poseidon dash yet. The reason you want to get Poseidon dash, though, is just the, geez, are we ever going to be offered it? The reason you want the Poseidon dash is for that AoE. What's nice about the spear is it has the range where when enemies get knocked back by the dash, they're still well within range here. Which hopefully we'll see here. We hopefully will not have to roll for the dash. That would be annoying, to be sure. But really, though, even with out the range of the spear, and if you're doing like a sword build, I think you often will watch speedrunners take Poseidon dash when offered it, just because that AoE is so important in Tartarus. Okay, tidal dash. Here we go. Yeah, we'll go Demeter. We need something to sell. I did take Underworld customs, so we'll have to keep that in mind. But also want to make sure we do take hearts on occasion too. Big issue for me when I'm speedrunning here is that I often forget to take hearts and have minimal amounts of health, and will sometimes die to Hades, which we don't want. And you know what? Fine. It's jokey, and really we should take like Snowburst just so we can sell it, but not often you get an epic Poseidon dash, so why not? Right. And more Poseidon. Do we want more Poseidon? What is up there? Dionysus. That's not great.
Pleasure doing business.
I will roll once here to see if we can't get Breaking Wave. Yeah, there we go. So Breaking Wave, awesome boon here. Whenever you knock an opponent into a wall, it causes an explosion, and should have done Meg sooner, and in fact I knocked the stupid thing out of the way. Oh well. Hey, I said we're using the speedrunning strats. I didn't say this would be a competent usage of the speedrunning strats here. We'll take... Premium Vintage is another boon we can't sell, so I'm not going to take that. I will take Trippy Shot, though, even though it's not optimal. Okay. No, we could conceivably be offered exclusive access now, which would be kind of funny. Oh, I don't want that.
Come forth, wretches, and stop this meddler.
Yeah, how's everybody doing? I'm doing great, actually. I noticed on my previous video, the Merciful End run, like inexplicably got 800 views. I don't know if that's a weird YouTube algorithm thing that happened or if it got shared somewhere. I can probably figure that out, but got some new subscribers out of that, which is very cool. So if you're a new subscriber, oops, if you're a new subscriber, welcome. I hope you enjoy this, and yeah, continue watching these videos. I probably should say stuff like, oh yeah, like and subscribe, you know, etc., etc. Leave your comments and everything, but don't really like doing that stuff. I don't know. I should get over myself and just do it, right? But it makes me uncomfortable to do it. But even though I will gladly hope and accept any likes or comments you do send my way.
Just take that.
Whenever you're speedrunning, you often want to look at shops here, just to see if there's anything worthwhile to take. There was not there. I tell you what comments I would not appreciate, though. Get ready for one of my awkward segues here, which is apparently any of the jokes made by, is it Joe Coy at the Golden Globes? I did not watch the Golden Globes, but I heard it was a shit show. Like, apparently he just completely bombed. Now, this is a person that I had certainly never heard of before last night. And certainly would not have thought would be the one to host the Golden Globes. I know the Golden Globes are like crap, really. Like, even among award ceremonies, they're very odd. Like, it's this like kind of like shadowy group of people that you know, you can't even like figure out who they are who vote on this, and it's a very the Hollywood Foreign Press Association or something along that lines, and they're very secretive. So the whole thing's kind of weird, right? But regardless of that, they still get tons of celebrities to go, and as cynical as I get about it, it's obviously that the actors and everyone who wins awards are very appreciative of that. So, meh. But this Joe Coy guy, I have no idea who he is. I have no idea who the fuck he is. So, we have a option here. We can either go for Artemis Attack, or we can go for Zeus Attack. Zeus Attack, better for clearing normal rooms, I think. Artemis Attack is probably better for things like clearing bosses, right? Clearing mini bosses. So what do we want to do? I think what we'll do is we'll go for Artemis Attack there, and let us sell Trippy Shot. Thank you. And we will take that. Break up the armor a little bit. Should be good. I was glad to see like Lily Gladstone won for Killers of the Flower Moon. Saw Oppenheimer won a lot. Saw The Bear won quite a bit, which is awesome. Just started watching that. Really good dramedy show, I feel. I'm gonna really be glad when we get that Artemis Attack, because we are going fast, but we're not going so fast. Like, this would probably be a reset ordinarily.
Oh yes.
If you're doing an actual speed run, right? Ooh, yeah. So I'd love to see Hyper Sprint here. Just to set us up for that old rush delivery. That'd be sweet. What you gonna give us? Those are all, well, this one's good, but I want better.
Let's see what else.
I would take the Swift Strike, sure. I don't even know how well that works with like dash strikes. Or health. lasers are... I hate the lasers so much. There are certain attacks in this game where it just feels bad getting hit by them, and you're like... It fills me with rage. One of those is just standing in front of those lasers like that. And getting hit by bombs like that, too. That's not amazing either. Alright, we'll get offered Artemis again. It'll be fine. I've probably spoken of this before, that you're often just offered that god again in there. See? What do I have for selling here? I still have Blood Frenzy, so I'm not gonna bother buying another Ares there just to sell. Gain more health though, real nice.
Barge of Death, you're here.
Alright, Barge of Death. The mini boss area of Asphodel that you don't want to see because just the delay in the time there. But we should still be able to cut through this fairly fast. Not too bad, not too bad, not too bad. There's another little speedrunning trick. You can dash through that gate there. I don't know how much that saves you. Probably half a second. Alright, so now we are getting some crits on our attack, which is great. And I believe the rush bonus you get on this Achilles spear, right? I think that crits. I think the crit impacts that. Maybe that's wrong, but I don't know. It seems true to me. Like I don't think it's a bonus. I don't think it's a bonus to the base attack that gets added after you crit. Okay, come on, give me something.
Got anything else?
Extra dash is fine. That's fine. Take the health. Our health sitch is looking good here. 160, not too bad. I missed a pot there. I saw something shiny out of the corner of my eye right when I went through there. Oh well. This can be kind of a scary boss for this kind of build where you're constantly dash striking just because of the mainly because of the head pounding on the ground. That shockwave can be tough to dodge, at least for me. All right. Okay. Sometimes dodging everything is a problem. A good example why you don't want to just ignore hearts and go for boons. Alright. Not going to use Meg here, mainly because we can kill a learning so fast that it's kind of a waste of a Meg. Saving it for the champs and possibly Hades, just much better. Alright. Bye-bye Blood Frenzy. Now at this point, this is basically the build, right? And there's a couple of options we can go for here. We can either go for Bone Hourglass and try to buy stuff in the shop and just keep some bonuses going, like attack damage would be great. I think what I'll do, though, because we're not really offered anything good here, I'm going to instead go for Sigil of the Dead. We could also... I don't think Mom Pom is worth it. I was thinking could pop the attack or the dash, but I think that's okay otherwise. I will take... yeah. I'll take Sigil of the Dead, sure.
Closer.
Sigil of the Dead, pretty fun. Pretty fun. palm? Sure. So here's where you're going to start to see Breaking Wave really come into play as we just bounce these enemies around. Pretty good, pretty good. Let's... It's an interesting question here, and I don't really know what would be the best palm here. My instinct is to go for the attack, but is that really going to matter a whole lot? I almost wonder, I feel like it's possible Breaking Wave might be the best option here. I know that's really up for debate, but since it's the biggest number that goes up, let's go with that. I think that's a fine thing to go for. Now we're gonna get more Poseidon here. We don't really want his legendary because it can actually be cumbersome before you get to Styx anyway, because it can actually knock enemies away from you in a manner that is annoying. If we're offered it, we may take it anyway because, you know, see Orange Boon, take Orange Boon, right? Guess Razor Shoals, sure. If we had Zeus, I would probably go for the... I probably would have gone for the Flood Shot to try and open up Sea Storm, but we don't have Zeus. And we probably will not be offered Zeus.
Don't spend it all in one
Shot. I mean, this is something that you wouldn't even really think about normally in a speedrun, but because we have to sell a boon, I'll just take... Actually, no. Hydraulic Might, really, really good for speedruns, so we will take that.
Let's make some weight.
And actually, we'll take that health, just so we can get that high confidence boost again. How long it'll last, don't really know. Probably not long, because these guys are a little scary. Haven't taken a hit yet, though. Nice.
Spears do for a little maintenance.
And easy triple jab here. The second hammer, as long as you get Flurry Jab, it doesn't really matter, but triple jab is the best of those. Because there's 3 of them. And here now, I'll go Dionysus.
Thank you, short.
Yeah. Something a little bit different in your normal speed run is his spin move there. It kind of stops you dead. Ouch. Also, interestingly, I think if you get Hydraulic Might, because that bonus only lasts 10 seconds, you're not going to use Meg right at the start of the fight if you do have it. You want to wait till now.
Pardon the interruption.
Okay. Whew. Cooking with gas with this one, huh?
I got him.
This is not quite optimal, though. We really would have liked to have seen... hyper sprint and rush delivery from Hermes, but as far as things go, this is going pretty well. Ow, God. I'm not thinking too clearly with those things. By the way, I am not an expert speedrunner. By the way, I think my fastest time is about 7 minutes-ish, whereas you know, sub 6 is going to be really the indicator of whether you're a great speedrunner or not. So if I say anything wrong here, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Also, you're never going to want to take trial rooms.
But this shouldn't take too long.
They're almost always going to last longer. And even though the ones in Elysium might not necessarily take longer, you still aren't going to be offered rooms like, say, what we're going through right now, which, as you can see, has stopped the timer. So you still want to do that in a speedrun anyway. Hate those things so much. Chariots are really tough to deal with, I feel. It's probably just worth, I don't know. I get pretty focused on killing enemies even when I don't have to, but so taking some hits here, but it's all right. Okay. 240 health. We're in a good spot health-wise. When you take high confidence, it can be weird, but I think we're okay. And do I want to do that? I probably do. I think we're probably good on stuff to sell. It'd be nice to get another palm. No. Oh, no. Don't like this stuff. I don't know if anyone else, I don't know how popular this site is, but there's a site called fantasycritic.com where you basically do like fantasy football leagues except for video games, where your score is determined by how well a game reviews on OpenCritic. I did a couple of leagues for that just this week. It's a lot of fun. It's kind of front loaded in terms of fun factor because you pick games throughout the year traditionally. So at a certain point, it just becomes like, well, you pick your games at the start, and then you kind of just wait around for them to get reviewed or not. Sure. But it's still a lot of fun, and you can kind of pick funny stuff if you want. Alright. I'll get back to that as soon as because I want to nail this Meg, and I don't want to. Almost didn't. Like, sometimes I'm so confused by why. There's something weird with my controller. I'm not so sure, but anyway, Fantasy League. You can pick games that actually aren't announced yet. Like, my first selection was the unannounced 3D Mario platformer, which may or may not release with the new Switch 2. Wow, is he still spinning? I don't know why he did that, but okay. We took a lot of damage there. That was fine. Yeah, unannounced 3D Mario platformer that will hopefully release with the Switch 2, which is hopefully releasing this year. If it doesn't, I've made a mistake, for instance. And someone could, in theory...
Should I take the trade?
I'm going to keep Strong Drink here. Just because that all health restoration is nice. And, I don't know, maybe we'll get offered that again. You never know. I'll keep all that. Plus, really, if you think about it, I got full health back. I got my bonus on high confidence, which I wouldn't have gotten if I didn't have Strong Drink going into Hades, at least. I don't know. That's a tough call. Maybe I made the wrong call. Yeah, try out the Fantasy Critic thing if you like that sort of stuff. I know there's a part of me that gets a little bit cynical about it sometimes, where I'm just like, I'm like, oh man, we're praising review scores. How dorky is that? And how is that? Just should not matter, right? It should not matter in the slightest. But it's also fun. You know, I'm a numbers guy. I like the numbers, so why not? It is pretty wild how much console warring and just ugliness and like harassment happens with review scores. Like, it's like, goddamn, get a grip, you know?
Thank the gods.
None of it really matters, and it doesn't invalidate any opinions you might have, you know? It really doesn't. In fact, I love reading reviews that I disagree with, as long as they're not like being shitty about it, you know? That sometimes it can happen. Some critics can be shitty about how they phrase stuff, right? But for the most part, they're fans of games just like us. They are just like us, is what I'm saying, right? Oh, it's going to be a 3 sack. That's too bad.
Not yet.
Oh, the summon's not available. I used all the summons. Thought I should have bought one more. I don't know. Kind of messed that up.
Olympus.
By the way, Dad's Call does deactivate the poison for you. These are not great. I'd love to be able to get positive outlook. There we go. All right. Less damage at 40%. Health or below. Pretty good. I'm going to hold off on buying anything. That's an interesting call. Like, Artemis could give us some crit bonuses again. It would have been great to get Hunter's Mark earlier, right? It's less critical now, but there's still other good stuff that Artemis could give us. Support fire would actually be not too terrible. It's because of how much we're attacking, how quickly we're attacking, right? By the way, in an actual speedrun, you probably rarely see the runner actually even go to that final shop there. Ow, that was a mistake. Because often any benefit you get is not going to be worth those additional seconds it takes to go there. Like that's often how tight the timing is for that sort of stuff when you're trying to set a new personal best. Anything to that effect, right? And often if you're trying to set a new personal best here, I'll take the Hunter's Mark.
What do we have?
I'll take that. Just some extra health, sure. And a yarn. That's not going to do us any good. Oh, that's too bad. And more cast damage. That's funny. So we got pretty unlucky there. Not great stuff. Not great stuff at all. And I need to make sure I don't accidentally hit the anvil there. Palm or a heart. I think a heart's probably a little bit better. Just to make sure we survive. Oh my god, I still haven't gotten the... Jeez, I wasn't even paying attention. Still have not gotten the...
Let's see what's in here.
Still have not gotten the damn sack. Wow. Four sack, great.
What is
Well,
this stuff?
there's another thing that can just outright kill a speedrun, right? The RNG of the Styx.
Can't do that.
All right, there we go.
Merch. Oh, what's in this stuff?
Strong drink coming in handy.
Tons. Any other blessings, maybe?
Sure.
Juicy.
295 health, 2 death defiances. Certainly we're not out of the woods here yet. We're probably going to take a lot of damage from Hades here, because we're going to try and stay close and attack a lot and get this done ASAP. Oh, we'll see.
Still chilly out here, thanks to grandmother.
Come come all this way again to fall to me. Would that you paid me such respects back.
You know, something that occurs to me, I really probably should have looked to see like what the speed run is for 32 heat on the spear, and then emulated that in the Pact of Punishment, you know. But that's okay. I'm suspecting runners probably don't take damage control. But that's mere speculation on my part. I think I've seen 50 heat speedruns that involve the Rama bow, where you do take damage control. But it's possible just at the point you are in damage control, you really do just want to take it, you know. You probably just have to where, ow! I can't believe he got a little hit on us there right at the very end. It's actually probably the case that runners don't take EM4 at 32 heat. Now I think about it, but I'm doing this because it's always just it's a lot more satisfying. It's a lot more satisfying to beat EM4, I feel. I do want to be a little careful here. Let's not let's not lose our last Death Defiance before we get to the final phase, shall we? Well, not looking good. Oh, come on. That's really unfortunate that we're getting little hits right before the end of his phases. Yeah, you just summon pots. You do that, huh? Oh no. Stupid pots. That's one thing where support fire actually would have been pretty helpful. Oh no. Please tell me we don't lose this. Oh no! Oh, you jerk. Oh, okay. Wasn't worried for a second.
I was much stronger once than this.
Certainly not palm sweaty mom spaghetti over here.
I could have had you.
So you can see, even if you have a really strong build like this with the Flurry Jab and stuff, even for Hades is very, very hard. And he does a lot of damage. But what's the post-mortem here, huh? Did a pretty good job of selecting what was important. Triple Jab really was not. Breaking Wave was very cool, right? Companion Baddie, obviously helpful. I did not use it too great. That bonus damage from Strong Drink probably did something meaningful, right? Before I forget, this got brought up where people were asking about the weird numbers here, the clears and stuff. This is a new save file because after you do like 2,000 runs on a save file, it turns out the autosave feature starts to act up. So I did go reach out to Supergiant, and they did fix it by deleting some of the history data on that. So I can use that, but I really want to use that for actual speed runs that I'm trying to do. because I want to be able to see like all my best times on the same save file, right? So this is something this is a file I downloaded off of the Speedrun community page. I think it's just speedruns.com/Hades. You can find it there under resources, but that's the story there. I have completed this game many, many, many more times than it shows there. And yeah, that's it. And so that was the Flurry Jab build. Glad we were actually beat 32 heat and EM4 Hades with it.
All mine.
But yeah, real good stuff, huh?
Thus, having once more gained at the surface of his grim-faced father's realm beneath the earth, resourceful Zagreus makes his way toward the one-time abode of radiant Persephone. It is a journey of considerable distances, which he has already completed many times, and which has always ended in the same result. So, imagine he made it there with just time enough to water the crops and tidy up a bit before...
It's actually funny. I very rarely see that message anymore because I think on my main save file, I've beat the game more than like what the epilogue stuff or whatever. But that message is very rarely popped up. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that, and I guess I should say this: like and subscribe, and we can take a look at this.
According to my list here, it says you've died, 50 times at least? That's more than anybody's died around here, I think.
Oh, so that's why we got that
Sure you can
end game
catch up.
message. That's funny. But yeah, hope you enjoyed that. Like, subscribe, comment, or don't. It's up to you. It's free country, dude. Anyway, talk to you later. Bye.